Hello, and welcome back to our partner training series presented by ServingIntel for your point of sale system. In today's video, we will continue to discuss the reporting options available for use on your front-end terminals. More specifically, today we will learn how to configure the Open Checks report for use on the front end. And if you have previously viewed our report maintenance video series, you might recall that the Open Checks report displays checks that are currently open on the front end when this button is selected. This can be a very helpful tool for your management staff to monitor the activity of the restaurant. So let's take a look at how to configure this report button for use on our front-end terminals. We will begin in our back office. Once there, we will click the maintenance icon, followed by the button maintenance icon. This will bring us to our button maintenance window. From here, we can start by selecting the register reports from the drop-down list. Then, we will click the Edit Function Data button, where we will select Open Checks under our report type. After that, we will need to configure our report options. We have the choice to have our report print immediately without first appearing on a terminal screen. And if we would like that option, we would choose the Print Report Immediately option. Or, if we would like the report to show up on the terminal screen in a report preview window with the option to allow the user to print the report, we would select the Allow User to View Report option. Next, we will click the Configure Report button to configure the actual settings for our Open Checks report. Here we will have to choose which checks we would like to include on a report. The first option that we have is to include all checks. This option will include all checks that have not been settled. The next option is the option to only include checks that have no promised time. This option excludes any checks that have been assigned a promised time. Next, we have the option to only include checks with a promised time for today. This option only shows checks that have a promised time assigned for the current day. After that, we see the option to only include checks with items that have a delayed send time. Selecting this option will only show checks that have items with a delayed send times. And the final option is the option to only include checks that don't have items that have a delayed send time. Selecting this option will only show checks that don't have items with delayed send times. Then, once we have determined which checks we would like to include on a report, we will click OK to confirm these selections. And we will click OK again here in the Select Register Report dialog box, which will bring us back to our button maintenance window, where we will click File, Save As. Then, when the Save As dialog box appears, enter a button name and click OK. And that's all there is to configuring this report button for use on our terminals. But please note, you will still need to finish configuring your button placement. For more information on how to accomplish this, please see our video entitled Button Placement in our Button Maintenance series of videos. And the best way to stay on top of all of these great tutorial videos is to subscribe to the ServingIntel channel below. That way you can stay up to date on the latest tips, tricks, and new technologies available to you from ServingIntel. And as always, if you encounter any issues with this or any aspect of your system, please call the ServingIntel Service Desk for 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week premium software support by dialing 1-888-477-7711 and choosing extension 2. Support tickets can also be generated by sending an email to service@pos.partners, and your support requests will be handled quickly and efficiently by one of our highly trained and dedicated support staff members. Thank you for tuning in to our Partner Learning Series, and be on the lookout for more helpful videos and tips coming soon. And most importantly, thank you for choosing ServingIntel for all of your restaurant technology needs.